Hi, everybody. As you can see, this is kind of a special day because I have with me Jorge Roeder, whom you all know and love, of course. But, very special detail, Jorge is not at his home. Jorge is actually right there.
Right there. There.
He's in my apartment. um, I wanted to play with him today because as many of you know, we're playing together. We're recording together at the end of this week with Eric Harlan. We're gonna try to record as many as we can of these compositions that I've written during the pandemic. A number of them for Jorge, and so we wanted to duo together today to run some of these tunes. And it turned out that for logistical reasons, it didn't work out for Jorge to do it from his place. So here we are, together in the same space.
Together.
How you doing, Jorge?
Yeah, we can't hide behind latency issues anymore.
That's
Hello,
right.
everybody.
Any time problems are entirely our fault.
Yeah.
Hi to Jonathan Glass. Great to have you with us. You
Jonathan.
definitely have drawn Jorge and me a number of times. Molly Shen, Frank Geyer in Connecticut, Carol McGoffin in Vermont. I still can't get over this every time. It's amazing. Connecting from all over the world. Silvana Raffo, who's in Italy. Paul James Brown in Hawaii. Jonathan Glass says we're breathing the same air, which is true. That's kind of special, isn't it?
Yeah.
George Thomas Wilson. Hi. Joyce Glasgow. Frank Schumann, who's in Paris, I believe. I think Joyce Glasgow is in Seattle. Ann Stevens, who's in California. Stephen Temme. Cameron, who's in Chicago, Kristen Berardi, who's in Switzerland, Isa Renardi in Brussels, Isa Renardi points out that today is the Fête de la Musique. It's Make Music Day.
Oh.
It's an international celebration of music, time to coincide with the solstice, of course, with the summer solstice. But like in France, it's a huge deal. Under normal times, everybody's playing music in the street. When I was a teenager, I would go out. Once I even hauled an upright piano, thanks to a neighbor who was a piano repairman. Hauled it out to the sidewalk and just played for hours. Had a Gia Gogatishvili, who I believe is in the Republic of Georgia, which is pretty amazing. Vita Vacchio, who's in California. Fran Blaine in Santa Monica. Danielle Pralong in Switzerland. Sharon Gerard in Windsor Locks, Connecticut. That's right. Yeah, 50th anniversary of Joni Mitchell's album Blue. That was a few days ago. Right. Actually, I kind of mistimed it because I sang a song from it last week. What was I thinking?
I know.
Anyway, we should jump in and play some music. The idea today is to run pieces that we're going to record that we have never played together before. So I think, let's see, maybe one to start off with would be this plane song. This is one I wrote in the plane from New York City to Paris on the 29th of November 2020, because, as you'll remember, I actually had a gig in Stockholm, which was pretty amazing to have that happen at that time, thanks to the German embassy in Stockholm. And this is one of the simplest songs I've ever written. It's just something I wrote with pen and paper in the plane, and we're gonna play it for you right now. Here we go.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
Beautiful song, man.
Thanks.
I know you wrote this kind of stuff.
I like, it's interesting, like, just, I mean, without a piano or anything, just really trying to write just whatever I'm hearing in my mind, and ends up being a lot more simple.
Yeah.
There's actually another plain song. Maybe we can play that next.
This is quite gorgeous, I have to say.
Thanks, man. Man, you played it so beautifully. Remind me a little bit of the vibe on some of the songs on your solo record, actually.
I definitely find that it's easy to gravitate to this song because it sounds, there's a slight folkloric element to it,
Right. Well, I guess that's what I hear in your record a lot. Yeah, and this is called the Plain Song. It was titled by Steve Cantor. Good name, right?
Yeah.
Marila Reese says, beyond thrilled to hear you two play again. It looked almost as if Jorge is leaning on Dan's piano at times. Maybe I should beg advice from Kristen on a paralyzed vocal cord. Oh yeah, maybe Kristen can help with that. She knows a lot about the vocal cords, for sure. Styling myself the voiceless poet from here on out. Oh boy. Hope you get well quickly, Marila. Joyce Glasgow says, up in a plane in the clouds, the plane that brings me back to you, on earth, in the air, the in-between. The pillows of clouds lend a safe landing back to you. Refreshed with new eyes, the plane that brings me back to you. That's nice.
Yeah.
Very, very nice. Thank you, Joyce. Hi to Julie Barbier. Yeah. And let's play another plain song. This one is called, I've been kind of trying to settle on titles for these, choosing amongst the options that you guys have come up with over the weeks. This one is called Between Homes. And it was written the 2nd of December, so on the same trip actually, but this was going from Paris to Stockholm. And yeah, we have never played this. Oh, it's got this crazy coda that we definitely would have to rehearse.
Yeah. Those fingerings?
They're piano fingerings.
Oh, piano fingerings.
Yeah, I'm not giving you bass
like,
fingerings.
I'm not, this doesn't add up.
Yeah, let's just don't worry about the coda. We'll just end it on the last note of the melody.
Oh, on that bar before the last bar.
No, on the last bar.
On the last bar.
Yeah, on the very last bar of the whole thing.
Oh, okay. So I guess a downbeat or something.
No, it's like da 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 da.
Oh, I see. Not going to the coda at all.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
I see.
And a 3. Yeah. It's the same thing happens in the coda, but there's like this contrapuntal line. Okay, here we go. This is called Between Homes. This is a title found by Danielle Prelon. Here we go.
another beauty, man.
Oh, thanks, man.
It's so beautiful. That voice leading, and also, you know, not predictable, but it goes to so many interesting places.
Thanks, man. That was super fun with you doing that counterpoint in there.
It's ripe for counterpoint, which I love, you know.
Yeah, man. I'm excited to listen back to that. It's like, I feel like if I keep the left hand really light, all that's gonna. I mean, I think it was working just now. It felt like it was really working.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Do you remember when we were at NEC? When we were like circa 2004.
There's many memories of that time.
17 years ago.
Yeah.
I had this idea of playing. I think it was over My Funny Valentine, where I just wanted us to play strictly counterpoint, like no.
Yeah, I remember this.
No bass notes or no chords, anything, and I remember it actually worked out really great.
Yeah.
Like we haven't done that very much.
It was a kind of situation where it was a big challenge, but it allowed me also to let go of that role that I'm always thinking, oh, I need to play the bass note. I need to do this thing. I need to. It's like, no, you actually need to not do that. So like I'm left without the rug, pull the rug from under me, but also free to do this, the thing that I'm always like torn of trying to do both things at the same time, the bass and the counterpoint.
Right.
Anyway.
Yeah, that's like a basic tension as a bass player, isn't it? Holding it down. And I have a funny story to tell you about that My Funny Valentine's track, actually, that just came back to my mind, but I can't tell it publicly.
All right.
Molly Shen says, when you guys were 10 years old, yeah, right. We wish.
Right.
We wish.
We wish.
Okay. Yeah, Carol McGoffin says, another great one. Those wear even better with time. Love it. One of the interesting things about going back through these tunes with the intention of recording them is, most of these, as you know, I wrote in half an hour or an hour right before a live stream. And often I never got really a chance to sit with them before we played them. And some of them I've never really played again, or I haven't really taken the time to sit down seriously with them and revise them. So this has been a really fun process. It's nothing like a deadline.
Totally.
Let's see, what should we play next? Maybe Anthem for a Pandemic?
Sure.
Or is that a little like the one we just played?
It's a different vibe, but if you want to change it up a little more, then
should we try Creeping Lizard Blues?
Mm-hmm. What's the story behind this one?
That's just a title that David Shine found. Hi to Teresa Sewell, who's in California. That's anything that's not sight readable? Just I'll play because the coda is kind of hard, actually.
Oh my. Yeah.
Maybe I'll play the coda solo.
Yeah. I'll try to chime in.
Cool. Great. Whatever you want. Okay, this is Creepin' Lizard Blues, titled by my cousin David Shine. Oh, Silvana Raffo says, have you thought about the album title, out of curiosity? The only title that's come to mind is Songs for an Epidemic. I'm going to sit with that for a little bit. Okay. Maybe I'll start solo. Sure.
Yeah, man. That's a killer ending. I'll learn it.
Yeah, I mean, I was thinking like, I don't know how playable that is on bass. Like, you could play just the bass notes, you know.
I think there are, if not the whole thing, there are notes that I can pick and choose that'll make it work.
Yeah.
As if I was.
Totally. Yeah. Yeah, I think that'd be a fun kind of little crazy
Yes.
drum feature
funny,
at
man.
the end.
That's great.
Jonathan Glass says, "Nice finish." Thanks, Jonathan. Danielle Prolong says, "Living room lifeline." Joyce Glasgow says, "Creeping lizards, scurry, blurry, a green chalk of color that disappears in rock crevices and reemerges, scales shining in the sun. Angular and quick, claws grabbing boulders, speedy, side-eye, swift tongue, catching bugs in a flash. Sun yourself in drowsy dreaming by the ocean's waves."
Wow.
I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Woo. Okay, let's do Anthem for a Pandemic.
Sure.
We haven't played any of these together yet, right?
No.
So this is great. This is a rehearsal. Okay, this is Anthem for a Pandemic, which, wait, I gotta find it. Here it is. This was written the 29th of March 2021 for Paul Sakivi, and title was found by Grace Chu. Thank you, Grace, for that. I like this title.
Paul Sakivi, great bass player.
Yeah. Thank you to Paul for inspiring this. I actually never played it with him because I felt like I hadn't finished it, but then when I went back to it a few weeks later, I was like, actually this works as it is.
Nice.
But then I added a whole solo section.
All right, reminded me.
Okay, yeah, right. Two-pager.
Two-pager.
Anthem for a Pandemic with the great Jorge Roeder, right here in my living room. Maybe you can come out on the D minor. Yay!
Yeah.
Anthem for Pandemic, named by Grace Chu. I was up till about 5 in the morning last night, kind of figuring out the solo form on this, and
Well, it was worth it.
a lot of fun to play over for the first time. Yeah, I mean, this is one that's really gonna come alive with drums, like with a kind of double time feel on it. Marila Reese says, we're shut in here in North Arizona due to thick wildfire smoke.
Oof.
But you all smiles across the miles. Yeah, I can't believe the heat wave in the Southwest. Yeah, don't know what to say about that. Sure hope it gets better soon. Let's just keep plowing through. Let's keep going. Okay, let's see. How about, have we ever played Silver Beam together?
Yeah.
We have played that,
Yeah.
yeah? Okay, let's do a different one. Have we played this one? I think we might have thought of it, but then it just wasn't really possible over the internet. Should we try that one? That's called Barbed Wire Weave. This title was found by Sonia Teeter. Barbed Wire Weave, which I wrote for Antonio Sanchez. Man, that was really fun.
That's super fun.
That was my first time playing this with anyone else.
Wow.
I've only played this solo because, like, I mean, you know, the stuff that we've that we've been doing through the internet has been really amazing. But there's some things that, like, especially because your internet connection at home isn't like super it's not fiber, so there's some things that have been like right at the limit of what's possible, and this is one of them.
This is one of them.
Like one of those super tight left hand things, hard to get together.
Even without the latency, I'm like behind, you know. So.
Oh man, no! Within like half a chorus, you were right in there. Yeah, really fun. Again, I love the counterpoint that you're bringing to it.
Thank you, man. That's a great tune too.
And I feel like what would have been fun, I feel like you were doing this actually, and I didn't do it, but to like sit on C minor before the head out.
Yeah, that might be a good,
yeah,
kind of like chill spot.
Yeah, know? Exactly. Yeah. Carol McGoffin says, struggling with an album name idea. These are such significant tunes Dan has written. The live streams were sanity saviors. A community evolved into a gathering. But the king is Dan's brilliant, generous artistry. Come on. You know, don't go too far here. And his sense of humor blows me away every single damn time. Very few people think I have a sense of humor, so I guess this is why I keep coming back to you guys. And
true story.
It's true. I'm not generally thought of as somebody who has a sense of humor.
you have a very good sense of humor. As a matter of fact, you were you introduced me to limericks.
That's my secret weapon in the humor department. But most people think of limericks as like the lowest form of humor, right above puns.
I mean, that's then it's inversely proportional to my favorite kind of humor. That's why I appreciate your sense of humor so
What's
much.
your favorite kind of humor?
Puns is first,
right.
Followed by limericks.
Man, we got to go to a Punderdome sometime.
Sure. As a matter of fact, if I may add, I am just holding back, not suggesting really punny song titles for you know.
I think you should, man. Don't hold back.
Like, I mean, I think this is a very an epidemic of sorts in the jazz community of naming things with puns.
Oh, yeah.
So you know, I'm holding my tongue a little bit.
It'd be funny if this whole album were not about the coronavirus epidemic, but in fact about the pun epidemic in jazz.
Pandemic, if I may.
The epidemic. Okay. I know you guys could listen to us banter all day like this because it's so entertaining and funny, but we're probably going to play some more music now. Maybe I should tell a limerick first. Have I ever told you guys any limericks? I feel like I've told you maybe one. I have a jazz limerick that's pretty great. It was told to me by John McNeil, who's a great trumpeter, composer, and a friend of both of ours. Yeah. Yes,
and probably one of the funniest people in jazz.
He's very, very funny. Very, very witty man.
Speaking of funny.
Yeah. And this limerick goes as follows. There once was a jazz-loving Kurd who fashioned a sax from a turd. He thought he was hot as he sat on the pot and did shitty impressions of bird.
I'll laugh. Since you don't get a laugh track, I'll be your laugh track.
Joyce Glasgow says, no penis limericks. Yeah, well, this one wasn't. This one was about poop. What can I say? I do have some penis limericks, as everyone does. Okay. Maybe one more musical one, because I don't think I have told you guys limericks before. This is a wonderful music one.
It's a way to lose your audience, right?
Yeah. A violinist from Rio was seduced by a woman named Cleo. As she pulled down her panties, she said, "No andantes. I want this allegro con brio."
Oh no. Oh. Oof.
Okay. What are we gonna play now?
Let's see.
We're looking for stuff that we have not played together. How about, I don't think we ever played thirds together, or did we? This is the one that goes.
That sounds somewhat familiar, but let's do it.
Should we do it?
Yeah.
So we just play free.
Okay.
Okay, here's a song called Thirds. Joyce Glasgow says, sorry, these are bad. No, these are good. These are good. Maybe you just need to learn to appreciate limericks.
I think that's the problem.
That's the problem. Yeah, right.
Man, we hadn't played it. I'm glad we played it because we hadn't.
Yeah, I don't think we
Yeah.
had. Yeah, maybe I played a second of it.
Maybe
at some point.
maybe you ran it one time, and then we chose not to play it or
Yeah, I
something.
think that could be. Yeah.
Because I remember that descending line. That's it. But
Yeah.
it's beautiful. Really.
Yeah,
love
really
that.
nice to have something to just play completely free on.
Totally.
Danielle Prolong says, thirds sliding in time and space, whimsical and introspective. Teresa Sewell says to Joyce Glasgow, I'm with you. I don't enjoy potty humor. I've written clean limericks that are funny. I would love to hear your clean limericks that are funny. Actually, I have one clean limerick that's funny, I think.
I'm afraid that I opened the door when I mentioned this whole limerick thing.
A clean limerick that's funny. A mathematician named Hall had a hexadihedral ball. The square of its weight plus his pecker times 8 is his phone number. Give him a call.
That's technically not clean.
I mean, it's pretty clean. By limerick standards, it's really, really clean, actually.
As we said, it's all relative.
It's all relative, yeah. Carol McGoffin says, sounded mysterious. Indeed, this is a mysterious one. And I think as a counterpoint, we're going to take Molly Shen's request. She says, any chance you can play She Said It's All Good with Jorge? And yes, I think that's a great request right now. Also one that we've never played together. And actually that I've never played with anyone else.
Oh, wow.
Also a 2-pager.
Aha. Thank you.
Marila Reese says, just translated a play by Tanya Dukers that had these lines. They sound like this last tune to me. Do you see the busy patterns that the raindrops create as they run down the window pane? That's how my life seems to me, those sudden obstacles, without us comprehending why. The drop rolls 2 centimeters to the right and horizontally instead of downward. Sometimes it seems to simply not obey gravity, but rather some other power. That's lovely. I feel like she's maybe getting at something resembling chaos theory. I love those patterns of raindrops on the window panes. They're so entertaining, and it's all, it's such a good reminder of all the randomness and chaos that happens all the time. Okay, and Teresa Sewell, not to shy away from a challenge, comes back with, there once was a guy named Dan who liked to say, oh man. On his piano, he did create some jazz tunes that were great, so we all became his fans. Good. On short notice, very good. Thank you, Teresa. Okay, here we go. She told me it's all good. This was named by Molly Shen.
Beautiful, man.
Yeah, Jorge.
Wow.
Woo.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Wow.
Oh, this is gonna be fun.
Man. Ooh, it's a batch of gorgeous songs, man.
Thank you.
Yeah.
This is definitely a lot of material. Yeah, man, I'm super excited to play this with you. And I mean, I think, restriction is obviously kind of the spice of life, right? Like variety is the spice of life when we take things away and bring them back. Even like the amount of playing we've been doing over the internet, you know, which has been amazing, but to be in the same room, to be able to negotiate time like this is pretty unbelievable.
Yeah.
It feels so special, like the ease with which you're like just playing those contrapuntal lines inside my left hand and everything.
Yeah, we're also not worrying that that if I do that, it's gonna send the wrong message rhythm-wise, you know?
Right.
Like, oh, he's messing up. Okay, we're here. He's messing up in person. It's fine.
yeah. No excuse anymore.
Yeah. It's not like, oh, was that a glitch in the injector? Nah, that's him.
Yeah.
So that's good to have.
Yeah. That's just Dan's bad time.
No. Jorge's bad time. That's what I meant.
Joyce Glasgow says the bass really rounds out this tune. Yeah, I agree. I was really hearing bass on this.
Thank you.
Kristen Barati says, "Damn, what solos, both of yas." Thanks, Kristen.
Thank you, Kristen.
Kristen posted an amazing video. Have I told you about Kristen? You know, she's an amazing singer.
Yes.
Have you played?
I don't think we've met.
Okay.
Maybe we have. I'm sorry, Kristen. I can't remember.
Well, no, probably you haven't, because she hasn't been in New York much at all, and otherwise she's in Australia. But now she's living in Switzerland. She got this teaching gig in Switzerland. But she posted this amazing video of herself sledding down a hill on snow in Switzerland this winter, and just falling over. You can kind of see it in slow motion, and just totally eating the snow with her face. And it's just funny because I think only a person from Australia would do that. I think everybody else would be like, nope, gonna keep the snow from entering my face. But not much snow in Australia. Anyway, another beautiful example of Kristen's vulnerability that she posted that video. I love it. Amy in Paris says, "You are my fête de la musique on this longest day of the year." Thank you. Well, thank you for being with us, Amy. Amy was a dear friend of my dear mom's, and I hope you're doing well, Amy. Oh boy, another limerick from Joyce Glasgow. "There once was a woman from Cork whose husband was gone for a year in New York." We have some scanning problems there, but I'm going to try to make it work. "There once was a woman from Cork whose husband was gone for a year in New York. When he returned home, a baby he found. His wife said it was brought by the stork." That's really sweet.
That's nice.
That's really sweet. Yeah. And also a good kicker. You know, that's so important in limericks, is having a good kicker. Michael Loftus says, "Double album." Yeah, I think it might very well end up being a double album. Like, we're gonna try to record maybe 18 or 20 songs and see what sticks. Okay, another one. Do we? Yeah. I mean, we've been actually making good time, because we played a lot, and it's only 10 after 3. Usually by this time it's like 4 p.m.
Right.
You know. It's good. Okay, so I'm trying to pick things that I have never played with Jorge. Scarlet Palette, I think we have played. Late Night Geometry, of course, we played many times. Squirrely, we've played many times. I wrote that for Jorge and Eric. Let's see. Silver Beam, we played. I feel like there's some others, but I haven't sent them to you.
What is Seconds?
That we've played.
We've played
for sure.
that? Okay.
But we could always play that again, because that's a good one for us.
Yeah.
That's a good one for us to run, because it's got all that bass stuff happening.
Right.
Okay, we're going to play Seconds, a crowd favorite, and one of my favorites for sure. Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Took me a second to get back in it, but yeah.
No. That was good, man. That solo was insane.
Thanks, man.
Yeah. You know, it occurred to me, it's like comping for me when you're playing that, even though your time is like really perfect, it requires so much concentration. And it occurred to me that like the only way you can really comp for someone else is if you understand what they're playing.
Right.
Right? It's like at some level, I need to be able to understand what your rhythmic intention is, which requires for me to not necessarily be able to do what you're doing, but like at some point to have an understanding, like to understand the language, you know? I think that's so interesting. I feel like there's something there that I'm not quite getting at right now, but definitely pretty interesting thing. Danielle Prolong says, I've always loved seconds, but it's just been completely transfigured by Jorge.
Oh, thank you.
Indeed. Wow, Silvano Ruffo published his drawing of our playing today while we're playing, which is pretty cool. I think I'm gonna click on it, take a look at it actually. Can I do that? Wow. Oh, that's beautiful, Silvano. Can you see that, Jorge?
Yeah, I can see it. Wow.
That's really beautiful.
Wow.
Well, so Silvano, you know, he's been drawing every one of these live streams. He's done over 50 of them. I think this is his 54th or something like that. And he's kind of gone through all these different approaches. And I think the approach he's doing right now is he's making one drawing for the whole stream. Because for a long time he was doing one drawing per song.
I see.
Yeah, this is a really special one, man. Killer. Let's see, can I show this? I think this might be kind of glitchy for a second, but let me see. I think I can do, no. Nope. That's definitely not it. That's me when I was a kid.
Gonna have to trust us.
Yeah, you guys are gonna have to click on the link that Silvano just shared on Facebook. So yeah, Molly Shen's asking, I can't see it. Where is it? Let's see. Is there a way for me to share? No, there's no easy way for me to share this. Oh, actually, I guess I can share the link as a comment. So here you go. Here's the link to Silvano's drawing. Okay, maybe a couple more. I was actually thinking. That maybe we should play Squirrely, even though we've played that before. I feel like we've never played it quite as fast as I want to. And also it might be good to just kind of run the form. You remember this? I wrote this for you and Eric.
Okay.
But we played it pretty slowly. So yeah, actually, I asked this last week. I don't remember who came up with this title Squirrely. So so please let me know if you can. If any of you remember. Okay. I see we're getting some delay here, aren't we? Those are the vagaries of live streaming in the summer. Hopefully that'll get better soon. I do have the fan on. Oh yeah, I think that's already a little better, maybe. Oh, it was Molly? Okay. All right, I'm writing it down. Title by Molly Shen. All right. Bear with me for a second. I gotta recharge this pencil. Okay, title. I actually have the title, the person who came up with the title I have on every composition. Title by Molly Shen. There we go. Okay, and here we go. Squirrely with Jorge Roeder.
Wow, man. Great song.
Man, that was
Great
fun.
song. Yeah, that was super fun.
That was super fun. Yeah, man, it's just really fun to connect rhythmically like that. I actually wrote out a pretty crazy coda to this, but I think we're gonna have to rehearse that. Yeah. Teresa Sewell says, Dan and Jorge, thanks a million for sharing your music today. It was the gift I needed after an emotionally rough weekend. I'm smiling and my spirit dances again. Wow. That is truly the deepest compliment I think you could pay us, Teresa. Thank you. And I'm so glad that that we can help a little bit and hope you feel better quickly. Well, I would love to keep playing all day, but maybe it's time, man. What do you think?
If you would like to do one more, I do have one cutoff that it's a kind of return to reality and return to normalcy that I think it's just part of living in a big city like New York, and living in a place where parking regulations are quite enforced.
Oh yeah, the 4 p.m. cutoff.
4 p.m. cutoff in the place that I parked my car.
Oh yeah.
So
yeah, that's a big one. We forget about these things, you know. So Isa Renardi says, I feel like you need to rehearse a bit more to get ready for the recording.
Never rehearse enough. You know?
Never rehearse enough. I think she's just angling for a longer live stream, though. Okay, well, let's see. We've played Late Night Geometry many times. Oh, you know, one that I think we've played it, but maybe we've never played it actually. Scarlet Palette. Remember that? It goes like this. Does that sound familiar?
No, I don't think so.
Well, let's do this one.
Let's do it.
Okay, this is Scarlet Palette. This is one that Joyce Glasgow found a title for. And actually, this is one of the ones that I posted to my Patreon. I've been posting some of these charts. And so if you're one of the people who very generously supports me on Patreon for $5 a month, essentially you're supporting these live streams. And if you're one of those people, you now have access to these charts. I'm just posting a few here and there, but I'll end up by posting all of them. Okay, this is Scarlet Palette. I thought right as we were in the middle of the first page, I was like, oh, I should have mentioned it's a 2-pager.
That's cool. That's cool.
Okay, trying it again. Molly Shen says, is it on Patreon? I see charts for Silverbeam and Late Night Geometry only. Oh, I think you might be right. Maybe I didn't post this one yet. Sorry about that. Yeah, I think I got confused. But this one's coming. So here's Scarlet Palette again. It's a little faster. 1, 2, 3. Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, man. That was fun. We
Beautiful
definitely have
song.
not played this
We
together.
haven't played it, yeah.
Yeah, I really love what. It's like I really like the way the bass moves in the head, like you know, and it really brings it out a lot to have you playing so lightly. It was really beautiful. Almost like almost feels like you're able to convey like a cello line in there or something, you know.
Try to have like a little bit of contour that goes with the notes. Yeah,
exactly.
The melodic motion.
Yeah, there's like a large scale phrasing happening, not just.
Yeah, I like when that happens, and it's not just like, oh, this chord, this chord, this chord, this, you know.
Yeah, man. Horizontality.
Yeah,
always a good thing. Did you notice this is a blues?
Of course.
I'm glad it wasn't obvious to you.
No, not at all.
Yeah, it's blues. You see the on the chart. There's like a tiny little 1, then 4, then 1.
Oh,
then
that's what it was.
4.
I thought you were telling me what string to play on. I'm like, how dare he?
This is jazz.
You want to play a D sharp on the first string?
We don't tell people what string to play on.
We don't do that. Wow. Yeah. Now that I look at the solo form, that makes more sense.
Yeah.
But yeah, I wouldn't. You know, it would have taken maybe a year from now if you didn't tell me. I'm like, hey, Dan, that's a blues. Come on.
Yeah, maybe. Although, yeah, it definitely doesn't jump out. But it's very much a blues. Marila Reese suggests, I think maybe as a title for the album, Songs of Sequestration. Is that how that's pronounced?
Sequestration.
Oh my God.
Sequestered.
Yeah, you're sequestered.
Yeah, but it could be sequestration because English is crazy.
Sequestration. Yeah, that's actually a pretty good idea. Songs of Sequestration. Joyce Glasgow said the word sequestered just popped into my mind as part of an album title that alludes to the pandemic time when these pieces were written without words like pandemic or epidemic in the title. Sequestered longing. I'll keep thinking about it. Songs, yeah, I love this idea. Really nice. I think I'm gonna write that down somewhere. Actually, I have a little page here that's just notes on the whole album, and I think I'm gonna put it there. Title idea. Let's see. That was a team effort between Marila Reese and Joyce Glasgow. Songs of Sequestration. I'm gonna have to figure out how to pronounce that. Huh. Grace Chu says, like sequestered orchestration. Song of the Sequestration. Okay. Well, this has been a thrill, I must say. Always a great joy to play with Jorge Roeder.
Likewise, man.
But also pretty special to play in the same room.
Absolutely.
And can't wait to record later this week. Grace Chu has a brilliant idea for the title of the album, which is to call it The Pandemic Piano Album. All right, we're going to say goodbye. Jorge is going to get to his car before the parking expires. Thank you so much, not only for being with us today, but for inspiring all of these songs. I mean, truly, you've been a big part of this. No exaggeration here. And I'll be continuing to post charts for these songs on Patreon. And we will see you next week. See you next Monday at the same time. I'm not sure who will be with me, but it might just be me. We'll see, and I'll tell you how the recording went. Thanks a lot, you guys, and take care. Stay healthy. I know some of you are facing some difficult times, so thinking of you, and hang in there. Okay, bye-bye.